So this is Nigel Lawson. I'm here with Dr. Gavin. And Dr. Gavin, tell me a little bit about yourself when you graduated from Livingstone College.
Well, I'm James R. Gavin III. I graduated with the class of 1966 from Livingstone.
You're celebrating your golden...
This is our golden anniversary, and I am thankful, blessed, and have had just a wonderful time here.
Congratulations. So how did you come to Livingstone College?
I grew up in the AME Zion Church as a member of Big Zion AME Zion Church in Mobile, Alabama. And my high school principal was a Livingstone graduate. My biology teacher was a Livingstone graduate. My pastor and bishop were Livingstone graduates. And when I got ready to go to college, one of the high priorities on my list of colleges was Livingstone, because I also wanted to be a Methodist preacher when I graduated from high school.
So what did you major in when you came, and did your plans change from being a Methodist preacher to something else?
Well, when I got to Livingstone, I originally started out majoring in languages with the intent of going on into theology, but I got sort of sidetracked. That was the era of Sputnik and a lot of high scientific activity, and I got sidetracked into the sciences. I was a pretty good science and math student, and so I ended up changing direction, and instead of a ministry pursuing theology, I ended up pursuing a ministry of science. And so that's how I ended up becoming a biochemistry student. And then eventually, years after that, in addition to science, I went back into medical school.
So what do you say to others about coming to a historically black college, a small historically black college, a small black Christian church black college, and the importance of it, or those kinds of schools?
Well, I tell people, and I advise them strongly, that this experience was life changing for me, because coming to a small historically black college afforded me the opportunity to not only form lifelong bonds and connections with people, not just my classmates, but with the faculty, the administration, and the people who supported this college. But it also allowed me an opportunity to form lifelong bonds with this institution and its traditions, its values, and those values extend beyond this institution to the church and all of the things that are connected to it. And that's extremely important. I have friends who graduated from Purdue, from Duke, from Colgate, from Duquesne, and from the University of Pennsylvania. And they have relationships with people that they went to school with, but very few of them have ongoing relationships, deep roots with the institution, its history, its value systems, or with as many of the people. This was like a big family experience for me. And to this day, these men and women are like my brothers and sisters. When I come here for homecoming, it's precisely that. I'm coming home. And that's what it feels like. So I commend this experience to people for whom those are important priorities. It's not for everybody, but I can tell you that for the likes of me, it was life-changing.
I know giving back is very important to you, and
yes.
You've given significantly. What do you say to those who are looking at this about the importance of giving back and what that means to the church?
Well, for me, giving back is not even an option. I mean, it is simply part of the legacy that we have. It is part of the obligation that we incur by virtue of having been formed and having been made whole and made who we are by this experience, because it's an experience worth preserving for generations that are yet to come. Those generations may well include my grandchildren, and for that reason, it's really up to us. It's our task now to shoulder the burden that was shouldered by those people who went before us to make sure there was a Livingstone for us. Well, it's now our opportunity and our requirement to make sure there is a Livingstone for those who follow us. And I think that it just means that we need to give sacrificially to make that happen.
So I understand yesterday at Convocation, you not only gave a great message, if you could share what the essence of that message was. I also understand that you sang, and I also understand you talked about a love story. So if you could touch on all three of those, the essence of that message, and maybe a note or two of that song,
Okay,
and
so
that love story.
In order, what I did was I actually introduced my talk with a song that embodied the theme of what I was going to talk about. And the song is one that's well known to many people. And it just simply says, memories write the corners of my mind, misty water-colored memories of the way we were. And that was my theme, the way we were, because I transitioned from all of the memories and reminiscences of who we were in our days at Livingstone to who we are, and contrasted the differences between the simple, smaller world that we lived in back then, the way we were. We weren't interested or concerned about national or global affairs. We were worried about when they were going to serve chicken next time in the dining hall. While the Vietnam War was raging around us, the Black Panther Party was being formed. That wasn't our concern. We were worried about the here and the now at Livingstone. Those days are gone. We now have to live in and deal with this bigger, broader, more transparent world, and deal with a lot of dark forces that have risen up around us. And now that's on us. The way we were doesn't prepare us to deal with that kind of darkness and evil. But the way we are, the who we have become as a result of having been through the Livingstone experience, makes us ready. And I simply contrasted those two different experiences and talked about what our current obligation is, while not at all forgetting or sacrificing the joy that comes with celebrating things like our golden anniversary, which is a celebration of who we were.
Thank you very much for taking this time during homecoming, after we have won the game.
You're right. I'm in a good mood. I'll do this because we won.
Dr. Gavin, celebrating the golden anniversary, graduate 1966. Thanks very much.
All right, my pleasure.